Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Coach Sherry, and welcome to my channel. This episode, I'm going to give you a point of view, my point of view of the top 10 HBCU homecomings. So I want you to remember, as I am sharing with you my top 10, that this is completely my point of view from my own experiences, having gone to an HBCU, having gone to several HBCU homecomings, as well as knowing many graduates, many alumni of HBCUs, and just hearing their wonderful, rich experiences. And I know that, they had a great time and their homecomings made my top 10 as well. Some of them you may agree with, some of them you may not. But what I want you to do is if you went to an HBCU or if you have gone to HBCU homecomings, put down your top 3 HBCU homecoming in the chat, as well as the name of your school, whether it was an HBCU or not. What school did you attend or did you want to attend? So you might be asking, well, what is an HBCU homecoming? Because it sounds like it's something else maybe, but no, it is exactly what it sounds like. An HBCU is a historical Black college and university, and every year there is a homecoming where people that have recently graduated to have had graduated many decades before come back together. So it's multiple generations on campus with the students that are currently attending, and they fellowship. It is an amazing time. When you walk onto the campus, it is electric, especially if it is your alma mater or if you just attended even for 1 year, 1 semester. I always tell people HBCUs, once you step on that campus as a student, even if it's for 1 semester, you are considered family, and you just feel like you are being embraced by the most loving family member ever. So I know that because I attended an HBCU, and that's how I feel every time I step on my campus. Unfortunately, I hadn't been able to go to a lot of my homecomings because most homecomings happen in the fall of the year, typically in October, some in November, and a couple in September. And October, as you know, is football season as well. And so for me, especially after I got married, with my husband playing and he have either a home game or away game, I just never wanted to be out of town doing something else when he was working. And, I just really wanted to support him during that time. And then after that, you have children. Then as they grow older, you think, okay, I'm going to start going. But then they get involved in sports and activities. And so that motherhood thing pops in, and it's just a lot of things. But I have gone back, several years ago before COVID. And then during COVID, we had a really good virtual homecoming that I thoroughly enjoyed. But that is basically what homecoming is. It is typically a week long of events. Alumni, they don't typically go to the week events. They come in about Friday and they go on campus, walk around. Friday night, they may attend the step show. And then Saturday is the game and, those types of things. But during the week, they may have the coronation of homecoming king and queen in the court. They may have fashion shows, talent shows. They may do community service. Also, let's see, a concert, but the concert typically is on the weekends. However, my daughter, who's still in college, recently had her homecoming, which was last weekend actually, and they had their concert during the week. So the concerts are a big deal. The top name performers are the ones that are there. When I was in college many years ago, I remember for some reason I only remember 3 of our performers because I always went to the concert, but I remember 1 year Regina Bell was there performing, another year Big Daddy Kane, another year Kid and Play. So it's always performers that have hits out. Some of you may not know who those people are, but back in my day they were big time performers. And my daughter, for her homecoming last week, they had Neo perform. And when she initially told me, I was like, don't waste your time or your money on Neo, please. What does he have out now? but she did anyway because she just likes to, attend many things. So she went, and Drake, he showed up and he performed, and that just took all the students over the top. They had a ball. Oh my goodness. She was texting and calling her siblings at midnight to let them know about that surprise. But then when Saturday comes, you have a parade. Some schools, they might do a parade in the town. So now they're including the whole community. Some just do a parade on campus. Then they have tailgating, which happens typically in the parking lot or somewhere near the football field. Then they have the football game and battle of the bands. Then after that, everyone conjugates back onto the yard. Sometimes the fraternities and sororities may go to the, what do they call it? Oh my goodness. Oh, I forget what they call the courtyard, the quad. I know we call it the quad on my campus. And they step and they call all their sorority sisters and fraternity brothers. I'm a Delta, so, we would all go and sing and step a little bit. And then Saturday night, there'll be a party. And then Sunday, they kind of wrap it all up with a beautiful bow and have service at the chapel, typically that's on campus, and gospel concerts, and everyone just kind of heads on back and says farewell to thee until next year. So homecomings are definitely, definitely special. I know for me, especially since my parents moved away from the home that I grew up in and they relocated years ago to another state, and definitely before my mother died, or really after she passed away, when I did go back to my school, I felt like it was home. When you don't have the childhood home that you grew up in, when you have gone to school, that school then becomes your home. And so when my children selected their schools, I definitely told them, walk around, smell the air, let your feet touch the grass. Is this a place that you think one day you can call home? And so my two daughters went to an HBCU and my son went to a PWI, and all of their schools were perfect fits for their personalities. So they were all pleased with their selections, and so am I. And so are we, because, if they're happy and thriving where they know they can thrive and strive and do their best, then I'm happy. So it all worked out for the best, for sure. All right, let me see what else do I have on here, because I definitely want to make sure I stay on point. But also, when you go back for homecoming, it's an opportunity for the campus to spotlight the new things that they've done. If they've done some renovation, some new construction, they may have added a wing or did some type of renovation to a building. And when you come back to campus, you want to see all of those improvements. And it makes you that much more prouder that your school is still doing well, that, they are still improving and staying relevant and are being attractive to the new students that are coming through. And that's also another opportunity for alumni to donate back to their schools, because they want to be part of that future innovation and, growth of their school. So the best homecoming has been claimed by North Carolina A&T. Their homecoming is known as GHOE. If you know what GHOE is, put it down in the chat box right now, and I'll wait for a second. So if you don't already know, GHOE stands for the greatest homecoming on earth. Now that is some big shoes to fill. Can you imagine one school is known as their homecoming, one HBCU's homecoming is known as GHOE, the greatest homecoming on earth. And that is North Carolina A&T's homecoming. Now, for years, I had heard about GHOE, and I'm just like, what? How is it the greatest home on earth? Like, what? How could that be? I'm thinking, no, my school has the greatest homecoming on earth. I've been to some great homecomings, but how are they going to claim that? And then you hear people really calling it that. People that went there, people that didn't go there, people that go there currently. Like, yo, is that really a thing? And so my middle daughter actually attended North Carolina A&T. And so her freshman year, because I mean, I could have went to their homecoming anytime, but I guess a side of me was just kind of being rebellious, just saying, there's no way. I'm not even going to check it out. I'm not even going to give them the time of day. They think they're the baddest, the best. I'm not even going to buy into that. But when my daughter attended, and she graduated in May, but her freshman year, I was like, I may have to check this GHOE out and see, put my stamp of approval or not on it. And so her freshman year, I did attend, and I'm gonna tell you. Now, personally, I wouldn't call it GHOE. It's not to me the greatest homecoming on earth for many reasons, but it's very close. It is very close to being the greatest homecoming on earth. Oh my goodness. It was so much going on. Oh, it was an event for sure. It definitely was an event. I'm glad that I went with someone who was a student there because my daughter helped us navigate through the crowds. She purchased the football tickets in advance, so we had tickets because the tickets sell out. Um, and I'm glad that I pledged a sorority. So, I had on my sweatshirt, and so I was getting, hey, hi, soror, so I was feeling the love and, that part. But it was like something missing. It was like it felt like I was going to my best friend's house or to a cousin's house where you feel like you're at home, but it's a time where you want to go back to your own house, to your own spot, your own bed. So it was comfortable, but it wasn't the greatest. And I have to say that because I feel like the greatest is wherever you are from. It's like, for me, I felt it made me love my school that much more and know that my homecoming is the greatest, and it's the greatest for me. I don't expect someone that didn't attend my school or have an experience at my school to come and think that it's the greatest. I would hope that wherever you're from, whatever you have going on, that you believe that that is the greatest. But I just love how that whole arrogance of, yeah, we're the greatest on earth has transformed and caught wind under wings and has flown literally all over the world. Where, I mean, you can go so many places, and if my daughter has on a sweatshirt or anything, all you hear is Aggie pride. So to me, that's pretty dope that they were able to brand themselves that way. They did a really good job for sure. But, I understand the connection. I definitely feel connected to the school now because I have some roots planted there since my daughter is now an alum. But it's still that's not my home. That's her home. But I do have roots there now for sure. When I step onto the yard of Lincoln University, which is my alma mater in Pennsylvania, I just really feel like I'm home, and it is the greatest place on earth for me. So this is my point of view of the top 10 best HBCU homecomings. So I'm going to start with you know what? I probably should start with number 10. That's how people typically do it, right? Okay. I'm going to start with number 10. So number 10, I picked Florida A&M, FAMU University. It was founded in 1887. And I selected this school because I know quite a few alumni that went to Florida A&M University, and they love their school. See, to me, it's like a home. It's a home. It's a literal home. And if a child feels comforted in their home, they're going to love home. They're going to come home. They're going to want to be around their home, their parents, their people, and they're just going to just get energy from that, get new life from that. And that's what I get from alumni that went to FAMU, and that's what they call it, FAMU. They had such a great experience, and there's nothing that can touch it, and that's how it should be. It's like your family name; nothing can touch it. You can't talk bad about it. That's my everything. It's all that, and I respect them for that. So they're number 10 on my list of top 10 HBCU homecomings. Number 9 is Xavier University of Louisiana. So I lived in New Orleans, well, right outside in Kenner for 3 years. My son was born in New Orleans, and now I currently have 2 of my line sisters' daughters attend Xavier. So you might say, how does that make your top 10 when, what's the real connection? Well, my connection is my line sisters' daughters go there. So they found value in selecting that school for them, and that's why their homecoming is number 9 for me. And Xavier was founded in 1925. Number 8 for me is Fisk University, which was founded in 1866. And I selected this school because I have another line sister whose daughter graduated from Fisk. So the fact that she went there and graduated, it has to be a great school. So that is my number 8 best HBCU homecoming in the United States. Number 7 for me is Grambling State University. And I picked Grambling, I don't have their when they were founded. They were founded in the 1800s though. But they have an amazing band. Oh my goodness. Battle of the Band, which happens in New Orleans at the Superdome every Thanksgiving that weekend, is one of the best places or things that you can do. And also one of my line sister's sons, he just graduated from there. So they are number 7 on my list. Number 6 is Southern University, which was founded in 1880. And I picked them because they have a great band as well. And my husband's uncle was a professor there. Let's see, number 5, I picked Kentucky State University, which was founded in 1886. And I selected them as my number 5 top HBCU homecomings because that is where my in-laws met. And I feel like if they did not meet there, then my husband wouldn't have been born, he wouldn't have been my husband, and the beat goes on and so forth. So Kentucky State University is my number 5 top HBCU homecomings. Number 4 for me is Howard University, which was founded in 1867. And I really enjoy Howard. That was actually my center child's. That was her second choice for school. It was kind of like a tie between North Carolina A&T and Howard University in DC. But I selected Howard because my freshman year in college, I actually went to Howard's homecoming. And I remember my roommate at the time, well, we were roommates all 4 years of college. Shout out to Debbie. But we didn't have tickets to the game, and we just kind of hanging around the stadium and just seeing people we knew, because we knew a lot of people from high school that went there. And halftime came, and we were standing next to the band, and they were getting ready to march onto the field. And I said, Debbie, just go like this. So we started doing that, like the band, and we marched onto the stadium on the field with the band. No one knew. Who's going to know? And we marched in, and then we stood on the sideline. And then after halftime, the teams came running back out, and we found ourselves for the rest of the game on the sideline with Howard's team. So that was an amazing time. I had so much fun at that homecoming. And let me see. The next one, number 3, is Spellhouse, which is Spelman College and Morehouse College. So they combine their schools. Really, it's Spelman that I want to say, but Spelman and Morehouse combined their homecomings. So Spelman was founded in 1867. It is the number 1 private HBCU in the country. And my youngest daughter attends there. So that has to be one of my top 3, right? Number 2, I have North Carolina A&T, which was founded in 1891. It is the largest HBCU with 14,000 enrolled students. And I selected North Carolina A&T. They call it, their homecoming GHOE. I'm number two because, first of all, my daughter just graduated from there, and it was a good time. It really was. And number one, drum roll, please. Number one is Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, founded in 1854, the very first HBCU in the country. And it just so happens to be my alma mater. And to me, that's the greatest homecoming on earth. So those are my top 10, my point of view, my top 10 HBCU homecomings. I know that many of the ones that are on my list you probably agree with, right? But if not, what is your top 3 HBCU homecomings? Or what do you think about my top 10? All right. Well, I appreciate you for tuning in. Oh, wait. I want to give you the dates of the upcoming HBCU homecomings. Some of them, the dates have gone by, so I apologize. I'll do better next year. But I wanted to give you the list of all the schools and the dates of their homecomings. So if you are near them, consider going to them. If you've never been to an HBCU homecoming, I highly recommend that you check one out. Hopefully one of these schools are near you and you can go to their homecoming and support what they are doing, not just for their school, not just for their students or alumni, but for the community. So Alabama A&M University, their homecoming, it was October 1st. Alabama State University was October 8th. Albany State University was October 15th. Alcorn State University was October 22nd, my birthday. Allen University was October 22nd. Benedict College will be October 29th. So it's this weekend. Let's see. Bethune-Cookman University, which is Mary McLeod Bethune School in Florida, theirs is November 5th. Bluefield State University was October 1st. Bowie State University, which is in Maryland, was October 1st. Central State University was October 8th. Clark Atlanta University was October 15th. Delaware State University is October 29th. Edward Waters College is November 5th. Elizabeth City State University was October 15th. Fayetteville State University was October 8th. Florida A&M, FAMU, which was one of my top 10. Theirs is this weekend, October 29th. Florida Memorial University is November 5th. Fort Valley State University was October 1st. Grambling State University, which was part of my top 10, theirs is November 5th. Hampton University, which is a beautiful campus on the water in Virginia, was October 22nd, my birthday. Howard University, which was one of my top 10, theirs was October 22nd, my birthday. Jackson State University, October 22nd. Johnson C. Smith University, which is here in Charlotte, North Carolina, October 22nd. Kentucky State University, one of my top 10, was October 15th. Lane College was October 8th. Let me turn my light back on. Okay. Langston University was October 22nd. Lincoln University in Missouri was October 1st. Lincoln University, Pennsylvania, my alma mater, and my number one best top 10 HBCU homecoming was October 8th. Now that is so interesting because all 4 years that I went there and for many years after, Lincoln University in Pennsylvania's homecomings were always my birthday weekend. And my best friend and roommate all 4 years, her birthday was October 24th. Mine was the 22nd. And so for us, it was like, this is our party. Everybody's here for us because our birthday was always that weekend. Livingstone College was October 15th. Miles College, October 15th. Mississippi Valley State University, October 22nd. Morehouse College, October 22nd. Morgan State University, October 8th. Norfolk State University, October 15th. North Carolina A&T University, October 29th is coming up. And you know, they were in my top 10. This is GHOE. So if you want to experience GHOE, it's not too late. Their homecoming is coming up. It's actually this week, and then the game and everything is going to be this weekend. I know the game is sold out, and I am going to be there live and direct. So hopefully I'll be able to capture some things for you. My daughter invited me, her mom, to go with her to her first homecoming as an alumni. I felt honored because who does that? Who is 22 years old, just finished college with their friends they're going to meet up with, but wants to invite their mom to come too. So I felt very honored. North Carolina Central, November 5th. Prairie View A&M University, October 29th. St. Augustine's University was October 15th. Savannah, that was my St. Augustine, St. Augs, was my high school basketball coach, Coach Curtis March, who was a remarkable man, a great coach, mentor, just did some great things. He was so great. My high school named the gym after him, so his name is on the hardwood floor. They just named the street that he lived on after him in Teaneck, New Jersey. So he was great. My team, we are in the Hall of Fame because of him being our coach and us just being out there on the court doing our thing. So that's all exciting. But he's an alumni of there. He passed away. It's been almost maybe a year, maybe 2 years now, almost 2 years. So shout out, and just in memory of Coach Curtis March. Savannah State University, October 8th. Shaw University, October 22nd. South Carolina State University, October 15th. Now, if you look up top 10 or the top HBCU homecomings, South Carolina State is pretty high. That's a pretty good school too. And I was going to say them as, put them on my list, but I don't hear a lot of the alumni talking necessarily about their homecoming, so I couldn't put them on my list this year, but maybe next year. Southern University and A&M College, October 22nd. Tennessee State University, October 8th. Texas College, November 12th. Texas Southern University, October 29th. Tuskegee University, November 5th. University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, October 8th. Virginia State University, October 8th. Now, Virginia State, you know what? I probably should have put Virginia State on there. If I can have 11, I have to put Virginia State. Virginia State is like my family school. I have so many cousins that went there. My brother went there, and I really should have put them on. One of my cousins, they named a street after her because she finished like a double major, something crazy in like 2.5 years that should have taken her 4. I don't know. I should have definitely, I can't believe I didn't put Virginia State on there. But anyway, I'm sorry. Virginia Union University, October 8th. West Virginia State University, October 8th. And Winston-Salem State University, October 1st. So there you have the list of all the HBCUs in the country, the dates of their homecoming for 2022. There have been many that have gone by and passed on, but there are still a few that are coming up. So if they're in your area, I highly, highly recommend that you go check them out. Let me know in the comments how you enjoyed this. I hope that it was informative, and I'm excited to bring you some footage of the homecoming coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day. The weather, I know it's going to be amazing. People are just going to be so happy to be there fellowshipping. They're saying, I don't know how they can say this, but they said it's going to be the largest homecoming ever. You know what? I kind of believe that because my daughter's graduating class was the largest graduating class ever. They had, I think, 1,900 students that graduated. So who knows? But we'll see. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get football tickets, but we will be at tailgate. So look out for us if you're going there too, and say, what's up, Coach Sherry? What's happening? All right. Well, I will check you later. Take care.